This is the why it's important. First, to change the financial health of the world is because the financial health is pretty bad. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
You see it on the news all the time. Whether you're in Asia, whether you're in Europe, people suffering at a very basic level, not having security, not having the savings, not able to provide for their family and those that they love. Then you look at what's going on with the health. Everybody's overweight. Used to be an American problem, didn't it? Then we sent you McDonald's. Congratulations. Gave you McDonald's and KFC. Good to see you. Woo! You learn quick. The health of the world is hurting. People not getting enough fiber, they're overweight, they're dealing with diabetes, they're dealing with all of these issues. And as we have an aging population, you're seeing it more and more, because why? The baby boomers born between 1946 and 1964 are starting to get older. So there is a health crisis in the world today. So there's a very real need to change the health and the wealth of the world. And people around the world talk about wanting to take control of their health, and they want to take control of their time, but most people don't have a clue of how to do it. They're not sure how they can take control of their health and their time. That's the reason we feel that LifeMax is a solution at so many levels. Take advantage of global trends. If we build a business, the first rule that I have in business is stay in business. It's a very simple rule, but it's an important rule. Everything else refers back to that one. Stay in business. How do you do that? You take advantage of global trends. You don't try to reinvent the wheel. Build a company to stand the test of time. World vision. Care more about others than you care about yourself, and make that a part of your company from the very beginning. Introduce something that no one else has, Mila. Create financial rewards, allow people to create income by sharing something that they love, and then we'll wrap up with the timing. We feel that the greatest challenges often uncover some of the greatest opportunities. So we're going to look at the wellness industry, home-based business, the global trends that exist today, wellness revolution, generation. The baby boomers, 450 million worldwide, they want natural shortcuts to health. They don't want to have to go to the doctor, they don't want to have to take drugs, and they want a home-based business. So if you're going to do a home-based business today, you go where the growth is. That's health and wellness, the next trillion-dollar industry on a global basis. Alternative medicine, natural remedies, nutrition, fortunes of the new millennia are going to be created in the health and wellness industry. Do you like having something in the health and wellness industry that nobody else has? Is that a cool thing? That's what we're talking about with Mila. Home-based business industry. It's the fastest growing segment of the global entrepreneurs. People want a secondary source of income where they can make a little bit or a whole lot building something from their home. Does that sound like a good idea, yes or no? Okay, cool. So you've got a home-based business, allow people to build something. It's a network marketing industry. Here's Mr. Robert Kiyosaki. Robert did a special video just for us. We had our national conference about 3 weeks ago in Orlando, Florida. Robert and his wife Kim did a video exclusively for LifeMax. And we didn't even pay him for it, which Robert doesn't usually do much without getting paid. But we didn't have to pay him for it. He loves what we're doing. He loves our mission. He loves the lives that we're changing and our focus as a company. He did a short little video for us. We're going to put 3 minutes of it up on our website in the next couple of weeks. He talks about the network marketing industry, $200 billion global industry. I've seen this industry at the highest level and the lives that it can change if it's built right, if it's done right. Fortune 100, 500 companies. Warren Buffett, third wealthiest person in the world today. His 2 largest acquisitions over the last 2 years have both been network marketing companies. Today, network marketing is recognized by many experts and accomplished business people as one of the fastest growing segments of the business models in the world. And one of the big reasons for it is global distribution. The greatest wealth today is created in distribution. It's not created in manufacturing. It's being able to create points of presence all around the world and then introduce a product or service around the world to create that 24/7 income stream. That means as you build your business and talk to people that you know back in the United States, when you're sleeping, which I know you guys only sleep about 4 hours a day, but during those 4 hours when you're taking a nap in the middle of the night, people in the United States are awake and they're working. Now you're earning income while you are sleeping. That's a 24/7 stream of income because you've got global distribution. The internet and e-commerce allow us to do that. And as Saria mentioned, and as Dwight mentioned, imagine having a raw whole food, something that every man, woman, and child on the planet needs on a daily basis. They'll need it tomorrow, next week, next month. Imagine building global distribution with something people are consuming on a daily basis. Does that sound like a good idea, yes or no?
Yes.
All right. So, why did we do all this? Let me tell you a little bit about the company. We were founded in 2008 in Orlando, Florida. You're good enough for Mickey Mouse, good enough for Life Max. Jim and Sherry Ware, we self-funded the company. This was really important when I sat down with them the first time. If you're going to start a network marketing company in today's environment, the dollar amount starts between $2 and $3 million. If you can't do that, don't even have the discussion. Our initial investment close to $4 million, and most of our money spent in establishing the right farms. We do very expensive farming techniques, high altitude farms. You have to have the right soil. Lots of testing goes into it. Before we'd ever open the doors, we'd spent $3 million to get everything going. All of that money came from Jim and Sherry. That's crucial because you want founders that are invested in what you're doing long term. From there, we started with the world vision to get this product around to the world, to people that couldn't afford it for themselves, to change their nutrition, especially children. Members of the Direct Selling Association. Before we were 1 year old, we were members of the Direct Selling Association, which is the governing body of our industry. Visionary leadership, and we've just added to this. Of course, I'm there. Our VP of Sales, Mr. Stuart Hall. Dr. Bob Arnott is our Chief Wellness Educator, world-renowned doc. That's been on NBC and CBS and CNN and Fox News. He's helping us to educate the world on the benefits of Mila. We just added Ryan Rinke, who is our new CFO. He comes with a great deal of global financial expertise to help us build this around the world. We've also just added a VP of Information Technologies and Operations, a gentleman named Jonathan Ducos. So we're building the team necessary to create long-term growth. Because if we're going to be here long-term, we have to have the right people in place. These are 4 boys that we help in one of our orphanages in Zimbabwe. We send product into these kids and have from day one. Not only are we sending product to these kids, we're also teaching them how to grow it. This is the only place in the world where Salvia hispanica L can be grown. 23.5 degrees north and south of the equator. Cuts through some beautiful country, right? It also cuts through some of the poorest places in the world. So from day one, we have been sending Mila, especially our focus has been in Africa. What we're also teaching is farmers in these small villages how to grow it for themselves. Now, the nutritional value of what they can grow doesn't come close compared to what we grow at Mila. The right soil, high elevation, but still, what you can grow on normal soil is so much better than what so many of these children are eating. So we've been doing that since day one. It's something we talk about at every single presentation. One child, one village, one nation at a time. From there, what is Mila? Simply put, you have to try it. We can talk about it all day long, but you got to try it. And once you try it, as Dwight says, you do it every single day. You're absolutely hooked. Raw whole food, proprietary selection of the oilseed Salvia hispanica L, amazing source of fiber, protein, omega-3s, antioxidants, phytonutrients, vitamins, minerals. We talk about being a raw food because it's never heated above 117 degrees. Actually, through our process, it never gets above 90 degrees. So it's still considered a raw food. It's a whole food because you've got protein, you've got fiber, or protein and fats and carbohydrates. It is an ancient seed, more than 500 years old, because it was central to the Aztec culture. The conquistadors visited the Aztec Indians 500 years ago and wiped out the Aztec culture. I know that's a long way from you guys, but it was a big event in South America about 500 years ago. But this seed was central to the Aztec culture. It was considered the running food. The Aztecs were wiped out by the Spanish, the conquistadors. And it was punishable by death to grow the seed. So the seed went into hiding. It was rediscovered about 30, 40 years ago. They started testing it. than they realized the high concentration of omega-3s about 30 years ago. What we have done now is we've taken the last 30 years of research to figure out how to grow it at the highest level. Call it farm to table. The vast majority, 99% of the seed that we grow is grown on small farms. We don't do the large industrial farms to grow this seed. This was the hardest part for us, is to find the right soil conditions, because it has to be at high elevation. Also, we use all natural farming techniques. Again, it's a more expensive type of farming, but we think it gives the best seed. All natural means that we don't ever use herbicides, fungicides, or pesticides in anything that we do. Once a crop is harvested, we overseed with plants that are indigenous to the area. Those plants naturally return the minerals into the soil after a harvest. Those are organic certified techniques and natural farming techniques that we use in everything that we grow. Strict quality controlled harvesting and handling of seed. The only thing these people grow is for us. Every cutting is independently tested. When we do a cutting, it's brought to Orlando. We have it independently tested by 2 labs to make sure that it meets our level of omega-3s, protein, fiber, and phytonutrients. You get asked a lot because you can buy cheap chia out in the store right now today, right? You can get a pound of chia for $15 US. Some's a little bit more, some maybe $20. This is our #1 competitor that we took their seed. This is what our seed looks like before it goes through our proprietary process. Our machine that we built opens up the outer husk of the seed. It reveals the inner goodness. That's where the omega-3s are. So we don't take the husk away, we simply open it up, put it all in a bag. We actually combine cuttings from 3 different farms. It goes into each bag of Mila. So we have Mila, Salvia Spenica L, grown in different countries, and then we combine the cuttings so we get the highest concentration of omega-3s, of protein, and fiber. Okay? So we open up the outer husk. This is what our seed looks like before it goes into the machine. This is what our leading competitor's seed looks like when it was bought off the shelf. It has immature seeds, there are grass seeds in there, and there are stems from Salvia Spenica L as well as grass stems in there. Our focus is not to be a chia. Our focus is to be the absolute best chia in the world today. Our farming techniques, absolutely. We want to set the standard, and that's what we're doing. If you go online right now, you can see the Mila comparison video. We're in the middle of a study with Appalachian State. Appalachian State is regarded as the foremost research facility for food in the world today. They compared Mila to 6 other brands of chia, and we absolutely blew everybody else away. No one was even close to it. You're going to love that video. We're gluten-free, trans-fat-free, sugar-free, cholesterol-free, no low sodium, no unpleasant flavor. You can mix it well with anything, and it doesn't steal the flavor of food. Healthy lifestyle, bone health, blood health, mental health, weight loss, anti-aging, joint health. Does everybody in here love Mila, yes or no? Oh, yes. All right, we're going to get to hear some testimonials in a little bit. It's amazing what it does for people. Everybody I know is on it. You can't be my friend and not be on Mila. Okay, it's real simple. You want to be friends with me? You're going to be on Mila. And I can be that passionate about it because I know what it'll do for them. Isn't it cool that when you introduce Mila to somebody, you start building this business, if you choose to build this business. The worst thing that's going to happen is the people that you love and care about are going to be healthier. That's the worst thing that's going to happen. Isn't that cool? Yeah. That's amazing, isn't it? Changes people's lives, and you can share with them and help them. People understand nutrition today, and they're spending a lot of money to get the right nutrition. You look at everything they're spending from omega-3s and protein and fiber. Well, you get to throw all that out. Instead of spending $100 a month, now you can spend around $45 or $50 a month for 1 bag of Mila.